Where were you when you first had the discussion with her or them?
On the phone.
Tell me about it.
Just told her what was going on in my life.
Okay, so you were speaking to her.
Yeah, she called me because she didn't know that me and my ex weren't together anymore. And so she probably had heard it from my dad or somebody, and then she called me about it, asked me what was going on, and then I told her about everything and that how I was going to court.
And?
That's when the...
No, tell me. I told her I had to go to court, and?
That I was going to, court for my son.
And? Did you tell her that you had found a lawyer?
No.
Had you found a lawyer?
No, not at that time.
When did you find a lawyer?
After she suggested that I get a lawyer.
And you had how much money?
I think at the time I had $1,000.
How much did the lawyer want?
$1,500. Or no, $2,500.
Did she go with you to the lawyer?
No.
So you went by yourself? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, it's not an answer.
Yes.
And then when you went to the lawyer told you the retainer was $2,500.
Yes.
Then you had to have called them back.
Yes.
And said?
Told her that the lawyer wanted $2,500 and I only had $1,000.
And she said?
She would ask my grandpa.
Did she ask him then, or did she call you back?
She called me back.
And she called you back and said?
My grandpa would help me out.
And you said?
So I said, okay.
And then what happened?
I don't know, probably like the next week I came out there and got a check from him.
When the next week came, you went to where your grandfather lived?
Yes.
You drove there?
Yes.
How far is that?
I don't know, 5 miles from my house, maybe 10.
And you spoke to your grandfather?
Yes.
Tell me about the conversation.
Just about work and stuff and the lawyer and then...
No. Work and stuff and the lawyer. What about the lawyer?
I just told him I found a lawyer and stuff, and then he gave me the money, the check.
Oh, that had to...
It was pretty short. It wasn't like we sat and chatted it up.
When you came there, did he have the check written out to you?
Yes.
To your name?
Yes.
So it was all written. All he had to do was hand it to you?
Yes.
When he handed it to you, what did he say?
I don't remember.
Do you remember, sir?
Yes.
What did you say?
I said, this is a loan, and I want it to be paid back as within the next 6 months or as soon as possible.
So why did you ask him for it a couple of weeks later?
Well, that was at a birthday party, and my nephew was there also, who I had lent money to, and I asked him for it. He was standing just to my right. He was standing to my left, and I said, I'm going to need that money back.
How much did you lend to your nephew?
I lent him $1,700.
Okay, so you were speaking to your nephew about the return of that money?
Yes.
And go ahead, I'm interested.
And anyway, I said to Pat, my nephew, I said, I need that money back. I'm going on a trip, and I need the money to be able to go on this trip. And he said, yes, I've got this car up for sale, so I'll get it back to you. And then I turned to him and said that I'm going to need that back from you too, Matt. And he just froze, didn't say anything. So I didn't think anything more about it until later. Then I came to realize that he can't pay me back that fast. But if he could pay me back in the 6 months, that'd be all right.
You came to realize that yourself?
Yes.
You didn't have that discussion with him?
No.
I want you to rethink again what you said to him when he came to pick up the check.
Well, Darius brought him in the house and brought him in to me, and he asked me if he could borrow the $1,500, and I said, yes, but I'm going to need it back shortly, within 6 months or so at that time.
Okay. Have you spoken to your grandson since last August?
No, he won't speak to me.
Why not?
He doesn't. He's never tried to call me or anything. He has Darius do all his dirty work.
What kind of dirty work?
Well, I mean, reaching out to me and stuff like that. He hasn't actually came to me and talked to me or called me or anything. It's just been her.
You certainly knew how to get in touch with him when you needed money.
Well, actually, we did talk on the phone one time. He did call me and said he was going on the trip and stuff, and that he wanted to see if I could make some deposits into his bank.
And what did you say?
I don't remember what I told him.
Anything else, sir?
Anything else?
The answer is no. You have nothing else?
No.
Anything else?
No.
Judge for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,500. We're done.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I guess I owed him the money.
He wouldn't even give me $5.
I hope we can get back to where we were before.
If he'd have done something, we wouldn't be here.
I just hope it works out in the long run.
Give me a hug.
Sorry, Grandpa.
Turd.